I don't think there's any contradictions between simulation theory and God theory. I think, in fact, a simulation, if we are in a simulation, that would imply some sort of creator, which could be considered a god. I do think that if we are in a simulation, it is a universe-spanning simulation of a quantum fields, and that doesn't make sense to me. That like anything with conscious beings would be the purpose of the simulation. It could be. It just seems incredibly unlikely, and something more universe spanning would be the purpose of the simulation.
Okay, we are recording, right?
Yep.
Because so you think the purpose of the simulation is to like, what exactly do you think the purpose of the simulation is?
I have no idea.
Okay, so it's pretty clear. I mean, answer this. The purpose of the simulation is to provide an environment for us to inhabit. So if else what would we inhabit, right? If there's nothing to inhabit, there would be no us.
Well, why are we part of the purpose of the simulation?
No, the purpose of the simulation is for us.
Okay, why is it that instead of we're just an emergent property of the simulation doing its thing?
Just an emergent property of the simulation. But now you're just saying like that we are like a product of the simulation, like our consciousness is a product of the simulation.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, this stems from your mistaken belief that consciousness is of the brain, and no theist believes that.
Okay.
So yeah, so your assumed contradiction here is just based on your mistaken belief.
Gotcha. Okay, so because consciousness is not part of the simulation, consciousness has to be part of the purpose of the simulation. Okay, I get you.
Okay, so there's no contradiction, right?
It still seems like a waste, but if consciousness isn't part of the simulation, you're right. It would have to be something that's added to the simulation, so the simulation would be part of that. Would be a purpose of the simulation.
What is being simulated is the universe. We are simply within the universe.
Okay.